Welcome to Chunka Talk, where we talk about movie shows, games, and geeky topics that strike our interest. This week's topics is the new Lord of the Rings show and the indie game Cult of the Lamb. Grumpy, take it away.
Oh, sí. Well, with us we have Grotesque, which is the team captain. Tenemos a Lily Rose and myself, Grumpy. So, empezamos con Lord of the Rings, a new show.
Hmm.
Have you guys seen the trailer?
Yes, it is
Ooh,
badass.
it looks pretty awesome. Luckily,
It's
It looks
amazing.
amazing.
tiene,
Very
f-
excited.
tiene feel de Game of Thrones,
Yeah,
que no tenía. Yeah, it's like the new production, se ve brutal.
it looks.
It
It's
does.
beautiful. The details y todo. It looks so beautiful.
I love their world building, like the places y eso. I could live there.
El
It's
epic,
amazing.
el epic scale.
Yep.
You see those images in the trailer? It sort of invites you to the show for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Y
Y con nosotros tenemos Darth Fear, ¿verdad? Buena.
buena.
Buenas.
Eh, yeah, I
So, real quick, what do you guys think of the timeline of the show? Where is it, right? Un poquito de context para lo que están listening. What is the timeline for this one compared to the old movies and the Hobbits y todo eso?
Yeah, so this one takes place in the Second Age, which is
Mhm.
1,000 years, ¿verdad?
A thousand years, ¿verdad?
Before the Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings get this, the Third Age. Um, si quiere, Lily, sigue ahí talking about it a little bit. I'm
Um,
gonna check the chat thing.
the
Sí, sí,
the
absolutely.
Lord of the Rings is like kind of broken up into 4 ages. So like the Lord of the Rings series and the movies are kind of based more on the third age, and this show should takes place in the second age. Um, and we're going to be seeing a few new things here. It's going to be more about like the rise of Sauron and the place,
There it is.
the rise and the fall of the Numenor.
Here we go, guys. The
I
names.
to kill the
Vamos
pronunciation
con los
de
nombres
todo
ahora.
aquí. But yeah, I mean it looks really interesting. Yeah, the two creators, they're super big geeks of Lord of the Rings, and I
Oh yeah,
mean,
I
the
think.
guy gave like half of his thing in Elvish.
Oh my
He's
god,
they're big nerds, so
that's so
I
cool.
mean, I'm pretty sure they're going to really try to make this, like it's a passion project for them. It's not just a paycheck. So
Yeah.
I'm excited about that. That to see like their passion come through for this. And I mean, they've been like over 4 years trying to make the show, so
Yeah.
it's going to be. And they said it's like 50 hours, and it's going to be 5 seasons. So
Yep.
that we're going to be following this season,
And
this
all
show. And
yeah, all the money's being
thank you.
spent for this. It's like yeah, and you can see it, right? You can see like all the money spent in there into this series. Um you can see it in the details, little things like even the clothing looks like majestic and gorgeous. It's I don't know. I think it's going to be amazing.
Yes. I even started listening to some of the soundtrack. It seems pretty good too. I'm
Oh, you're
already
already ahead.
locking.
It hasn't even it hasn't even started. Oh gosh.
um, but
Where's
yeah,
Yeah,
where's Grumpy?
I'm
We
very
all
excited.
know how
Jackie.
Grumpy feels about Lord of the Rings. I think he let us
No,
know
yeah,
on the last stream. So, um,
everybody knows que no soy huge fan of the old movies. That doesn't mean I don't like the universe. It's just I didn't like the movies.
okay. Did
So
you
I'm
ever
looking forward
finish?
to being introduced to this universe with this new show.
Did you ever
So I'm
finish
looking forward to that.
the movie?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I wanted to sleep after that
Yeah. Okay.
long ass
Let's
walk.
let's move on. So, don't get me started.
uh, Amazon's not really known for doing big shows and things. So how do you think it's going to be,
Uh,
considering that it's Amazon the one producing this?
but I mean, they have been doing good shows. The Boys. Good Omens.
Oh, I like
That is true.
Um,
Forgot about the boys.
I think they're gonna do good. I mean, they've lately they've been doing great shows. I don't know,
Yeah,
Yeah, but
it
this
seems like
is
they're trying to break into this fantasy world because they also
but
have the
this is
Wheel of
I know this
Time
is a
there.
big one. This is like going
yeah.
after Game of
Yeah,
Thrones kind of thing. Yeah, like
it is. Yeah,
um, but I think they'll do good.
Ooh, Battle of the Realms, Battle of the Universes.
Battle of the Fantasy shows.
But that well, exactly right. It's a battle of the sort of universes. That's what my concern on me because we know how Marvel versus DC ended, right? DC is a
Um,
huge disappointment, and I
yeah,
don't want this to be the DC,
I
right? We want
it won't.
both of them to be Marvel
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
in
I
terms of
think I
success.
think it will. It's just I don't know. Do they like sit down somewhere and be like, you know what? I'm gonna start doing this, the second age of Lord of the Rings. How about you start on your origins too, and then we go from there? Because like it came out in the same time. Game of Thrones. Oh, Game of Thrones. Este, what was the name? Oh my God, I forgot the name. That's how much I haven't watched it. The new show, the Game of Thrones. Um,
Oh, House of Dragons?
House of Dragons. Yeah. Um, but it's more like I don't know. I feel like oh, Darfur gave us a question. Do you really think they are going against Game of Thrones? I don't think they're going against Game of Thrones. I'm just saying like Game of Thrones was
I think they
huge.
realize that there's a fantasy market out there and they're trying to
Yes.
capitalize
On
on
the
that
commercial side, yeah, Amazon definitely that competing, trying to get that Game of Thrones
fan
fan
base.
base, yeah, into into
Yeah,
the
more
streaming service.
as their service, not like
Yeah,
the show per se or whatever.
no, the show, no,
The
the
show
show's
is
different,
yeah,
completely
it's
different. Yeah,
completely going into Lord of the Rings. It's like it's the fan base of
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings. It's just Amazon doing it.
but
Um,
Amazon versus HBO and esa parte, yeah, then the commercial one, there'll be the executives are definitely competing, right?
yeah, they want to do a big thing.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, but the show, it looks so beautiful. I can't wait. I can't wait to see it.
it does look beautiful. Pero me da concern, ¿verdad? Because always, es como los games. A veces tiran unos trailers bien brutales. Y después cuando tú juegas, es like, that's why
Yeah, I get
me da
what
a
you
veces
mean. I get
miedo.
what you mean. Yeah, it happens a lot even in movies. Like, oh, they give the best
Yeah,
parts away, and then you're
yeah.
like,
And the
what
trailers,
happened in
yeah.
between? But I don't. They have so much to go
I don't
on
know. I
here
love
that I don't know. I think they're gonna be fine.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. And I agree also con Lily, con lo que empezó ella.
Hmm.
Que she was saying about passion. That makes a
That's
difference,
a
right? And we saw
big
that
difference.
in Star Wars. Get a directors that had passion for it, like definitely created a better product
Definitely.
than the ones that didn't have a passion. So if the creators have a passion for it, then we there's a good chance it's gonna be good.
I think at first I was like when they started it, right? Like they announced it. I
Yeah.
was not completely in it. I was like, okay, maybe they're gonna mess this up. Um,
yeah.
and then they did this whole thing with the title, with the wooden thing that they did, with the
Hmm.
title that
Oh
was
yes.
handcrafted, and it was cool thing they showed. It looked like very, it looked very Game of Thrones. Like they did the whole very detailed um thing to it. So it was when I saw that I was like, okay, that's cool. I hope they go so detailed into the series as they do with that, right? And when I saw the trailer, the final trailer, because I didn't see much of it at first, not even the teaser. When I actually saw the trailer, okay, like I can see like where the money went and the details went, and like it looks gorgeous.
Mm.
Well, Amazon's spending a lot of money, right? How much money you said? You said it already?
I didn't say specific. Let me see. It was.
Yeah.
I can look that up real quick.
I think total was like $1 billion, right? Over $1 billion to start
Overall,
off.
yes, but 1 billion overall. But for this first season, it was 462 million. I think it was. Let me check.
162 million. That's a lot of money.
That's a
Yeah.
lot of money.
It is.
And for those
Um,
fantasy movies and shows, you need a lot of money for those effects.
yeah, so they have
Yeah.
it there. You can see it. It's amazing. Um, so it's what I said.
And the people that have already seen the show, already seen like the first 2 episodes and things, like all the Twitter reviews seem to be very positive about the show. So,
Hmm.
I mean, there hasn't been anything really that negative yet about the show. So
Yeah,
I'm very
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
I want it to be.
It's definitely fantasy fall, right? For 2022, we have Game of Thrones, tenemos Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
yeah.
A lot of big stories.
it is. Um,
So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting Christmas as we all dress up.
mhm. Yes,
Yes.
definitely. um, so yeah. I don't know if
I
you want to
like
go over
the
the Lily over the characters here or the
Some of the
pictures in
characters.
the. I'm gonna put up the pictures. Let's see. So there's
Oh, okay.
the images. Um, just a few.
Who's the main character in that? Who are we following in this thing?
we're following the I'm gonna oops, chaval todos los nombres.
No, you got
Don't worry
this.
about it.
There's so
Just
many
go for
gals in this thing. This one is Galadriel?
Galadriel.
No, La Mate.
Ese
Yeah,
mito, sí.
the elf queen.
Galadriel.
Galadriel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as like we see in the trailer, like her brother has just like passed away, and like she's now trying to go after like the few remaining people left still like of Sauron that are still existing.
Mhm.
And like everybody thinks like the like a conflict is over, but she's like still trying to like bring awareness, like, no, it's not over yet.
Yeah.
We still have to fight this. We're gonna see Sauron's rise, which he kind of funny because he's gonna be like he disguises himself as Anatar, and
Yep.
he convinces like the elves to make these rings and stuff. And then it said, like in the books, like whenever like he creates that one ring,
Mhm.
like it's felt like through the world. So I mean, can you imagine like you being like the elves and being like all of a sudden like, oh shit, what did we
We
just do?
fucked
It's
up.
like we just we did this. It's and they're like supposed to be one of the wisest races there in Middle
Yeah.
Earth, and it's they got played.
They got played real
So
bad.
Hard.
yeah.
So I think I'll like this one a lot, fíjate, at the show. Because it reminds me a lot of the first 3 episodes of Star Wars,
Mhm.
in which, like, the guy's like rising, right? I think that for any show, you need a very strong and sort of deliberate bad person. And I think this is like bringing to perspective the bad guy, which is like one of the downfalls I didn't like about the old movies.
Mhm.
¿Entiende? It's all about the heroes, pero no me enseña mucho
I mean,
the
I guess
why.
so.
Why is it this guy rising? Why did he build the rings? ¿Entiende?
okay, you wanted
Un
the
poquito más depth.
beginning first rather than the
Yes, un
yeah.
poquito más
Okay.
deepness as to
He likes a
why.
backstory on
I like the
why
backstory.
Okay.
¿Entiende?
why
I
the
love the
evil.
backstory.
I get your point. I get your point.
There's also supposed to be like looking at the pictures here. There's also supposed to be some female orcs this time, so some people very
Yes.
excited about them.
Everybody's very excited.
Yeah, and there's diversity hires, which has had like kind of controversial. You kind of have two sides to this, but there's a Puerto Rican in there, so I'm excited about
I'm
that.
excited
So
about that too when you told me. I didn't know. Um,
yeah.
I wish I had a picture of him, but yeah. I just took like I have to say I went in there and I grabbed a few pictures and I got out immediately because they have like a ton of pictures and I just don't like going into every detail until I see it on the series. So I
Yeah,
just
Yes.
I don't
grabbed a
want to give
few.
too many spoilers.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
grabbed a few things and I threw it on there. I'm like, yes, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have Galadriel there. We have Elrond, which these are ones
Mhm.
that you see in Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
Gil-galad, Isildur. But But yeah, there's a few, and then there's new characters being brought in because obviously this is a take on what Peter Jackson did, right? On the movies.
Yes.
And also only what's being mentioned of the past there. They cannot go into
Yeah.
the oh my god, Silmarillion. Um
Similarities.
no, the the book I said so
Oh.
because they don't have the rights to it, right? Um so yeah, that's basically what they're grasping on. So it it looks great.
Mm-hmm.
It does
They
look
don't
very
have,
nice.
you know, I don't know what to say anymore.
Yeah. Dr. didn't question, by the way.
Oh, let me
So
go back to
I
it.
think I think it's going back to my thing, which is his question is, do you think they're going to do a Thanos take on Sauron before going full evil? I mean, I will hope so, right? Because I love as a perspective, context matters, and your battle of wills between good and bad. I think that you
Mhm.
want to see
You
what
gotta be
what determines you to do that. So definitely would love to see it. I don't think we're gonna get it, but I was sure hopes to see un poquito más why he's doing it. His
We'll see.
yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. Um,
most.
not gonna. Yeah, I don't want to. We're not gonna go too in depth on this. Because and
We
honestly,
like going deep.
we like going deep, yes, but I can't talk about it until like I see it. I see the
That's
thing.
true. Okay, okay.
Yes.
So we're gonna do another. Yeah, we'll talk about
Eventually,
doing another
yes,
podcast eventually that we go deeper into the deep
deep.
topics of the show.
Yes, we go
Deep,
fully deep on
some
Lord
deep
of the
shit.
Rings.
And we're gonna talk about.
Yes. Um.
Yeah.
So yeah.
A silly question. If you could be any race of Middle Earth, what race would you be?
Hmm. Um.
Just a wizards. I like
I
the
would be
wizards.
a wizard or the elves.
I would definitely be an elf.
I would definitely be an
Uh,
elf, but like wizards are so cool. um. What else?
I mean, yo sería Orlando Bloom.
Oh,
Solamente él.
just him.
Solamente él.
The only
Just
the only elf.
Orlando.
the only elf for your heart, huh?
He can never go wrong, Orlando Bloom.
You never go wrong. Didn't Amazon do another show about with him in it, Orlando Bloom? Now I'm
No
remembering,
sé,
wasn't
Orlando
there
Bloom.
like a
Oh yes,
with the
yes.
fairies and
The
which
Carnival Row
yes,
or something like
I
that.
like that one also. Now that we're talking about it,
Sí, yo lo
I've
empecé,
forgotten
pero
about that
I
one.
think yeah, I didn't finish it. No sé qué pasó con la vida. All right, so Darth Vader dice, wizards are awesome, but I hate when someone speaks in riddles instead of just talking.
telling you what you need to know.
Really
Yeah,
me
tell me.
too.
Yep,
You gotta, but oh my god, you know what this has to be
that is true.
compared to?
Very pretentious.
At
Ven come mierda.
at least the wizards knowing what's about to happen, come and help. Um,
Yeah.
in the right moment instead of like Game of Thrones that some people know some
The
stuff.
wizards don't.
Um,
There's supposed to be like higher knowledge and wisdom y todo, pero yeah, it comes across como come mierda. Bien. Meh.
it's true. I like that too.
Just
I
see it.
don't like
Just see
riddles
what you
because I no, my mind just can't take it. But I would be a riddleless wizard, and I would be very straightforward.
Too
Um,
straightforward.
very straightforward wizard. I think I would be. No one did, only Gandalf. That's true. That is
Master
true.
puppet.
Yeah, that is true. So yeah.
All right, perfect.
Um,
All right, so I think we can move on to the second topic, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
sure. Let's do it. Wait. Darfur has something
Yeah.
to say. For the
Okay, for the
record,
record.
For the record.
let's give him a minute. Oh gosh.
Pero,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I think wizards are
Okay,
the
Grumpy.
one I would.
Out
Yeah,
of
¿qué
all
pasó?
the movies of the Lord of the Rings,
Ajá.
which one is your favorite? Is there any favorite? Like just a little bit, even some love of it.
Me gustó más la third one out of the first ones, right? The third, ¿cómo se llama? Se me olvidó el nombre. Out of the original Lord of the Rings, the third one.
Of the King.
Return of the King?
Yeah, because I loved it. I give you this. The battles were epic and they looked awesome,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
So I like that.
And when they stopped walking.
When they take a break walking and there's fighting, I love that.
Yeah, okay. Don't start. Okay, thank you. How about you, Lily?
What was your favorite movie? Oh,
Mine was
uh,
Two Towers. I love Helm's Deep battle.
you know, Two Towers was my least favorite one.
Really?
I absolutely love the first one because it introduced me to the world because I had no idea about it before the movies.
Mhm.
And
I do love the
I fell completely in love with like the world building, like how you start off in the Shire and then how you move on to like um Rivendell and then you see like what remains of Moria and I mean
I love
I
it.
completely geeked out and then the movie had no ending and I was like, what in the world just happened? I'm like, because for me that was the first movie I ever saw that there was no ending. And I'm like,
Yeah.
it's like I fell in love with this and then they didn't end it, but then I really liked the last one too. And the epic battles there, like those like the moment when Gandalf comes over the ridge and
Yeah.
when they're like the elephants come and whenever the ghost army rises. I mean, I was completely in love with all the
It's
movies.
it's all of them, but yeah, it's amazing. I love it. Darfur says, for the record, it pained me that I wrote that about Gandalf. Yeah, it hurt to it hurt to read it. So I'm glad you noticed that it was painful. Um, but yeah,
Hay que hablar de Gandalf después. Tengo
Gandalf.
unas cositas que tengo que hablar
I
de Gandalf.
okay, Tavi.
No.
Sí,
Let's
hay que
let's
hablar.
not do it. Let's not do it.
Tiene que decir.
Don't talk about Gandalf, please.
Una obsesión rara con hobbits. Pero además de eso, I think we can move on to the next topic.
Yes, now we can move on. Let's do it. So yeah, let's talk about Call to the Lamb.
Yes. Cult of the
Cult of the
Lamb, right?
Lamb.
Indie game. When was it released?
Wow, I don't even have that.
Oh shit, it was like recently, right?
Oh yeah, it was like what, this last month?
Within the last month,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Um
Cult of the
so
Lamb. I think
I didn't finish it.
Yeah.
I did.
I know Lily Rose did, so she's the one that's gonna give like the most review here. But I do love how it looks. Like it's like dark and
It's
cute
beautiful.
as
Yeah.
hell.
I love the spider world. That was like my favorite. Pero cuando salían los 100 pie, I was like, oh, I just like go straight for them and kill them. Like hasta en the game me daban cosa. Like no.
I'll tell
It's
you
like-
when I get there, I guess.
But yeah, I really liked the spider world. The underwater world was cool too, and I like that the little squids, like you hit them and like they kind of help you out. They explode everything around you. So it's
Yeah.
like, oh, thanks. You're you're helping me defeat everyone. So, um, but yeah, it's very beautiful. Like the art, the little worlds. I thought it was so comical. Like, like I feel like the creators must have had a blast making this. Like stepping in the mind of like a cult leader and like making people do like the most disturbing things like you can
Right?
imagine and think of
In the
like
cutest way.
eating bowls of poop. Yeah.
Yes.
And at the beginning, I was naming my characters like after people I knew. And then later on, I learned, yeah, let's not do this because I lost half of my friends. Some of my other friends asked me to make them poop on purpose. Um,
Yep.
that was Grumpy. Grumpy asked for a bowl of poop
Oh
in the
my
game,
goodness. Yeah.
and yeah. So later on, I just like I kept detached from my cult followers. I was like,
Yeah.
maybe no.
Like once I started putting them there, I'm like, okay, cool. Things are happening. I'm not gonna mention them. Um, for Darfur's sake. But and then then I noticed that they start getting old, and that made me sad.
Uh,
That made me sad because then they're gonna start dying off.
or like somebody comes and asks you like you need to sacrifice this person. It's like, oh, okay. It's
Yeah,
like
that's a little
I'm
rough.
sorry.
I haven't got to that much painful moments as you have.
Yeah, there was one character that was really against this other one. He like made me like always keep playing pranks on him and like making him go on missions. And then like at the finale, he made me like sacrifice him. He was
What?
like, I want this guy out of here.
That
Like, I
escalated
don't
quickly.
trust him.
Did you sacrifice him?
Yeah, he lo tenía con yeah.
Okay.
I needed the devotion. Um, but yeah, it's cute and it's like at least the cute drawings kind of detach a little from the the controversial topic that could be there.
Yes. It is. It's very controversial, but it's so cute. You're just like, I can do this. I can do evil things in here. Why not? So this is an indie game.
Está cortando un poquito.
Do you hear me now? All good?
You're getting there.
Okay. Now?
Yo te escucho broken, pero no sé si es que it's my problem or yours. Pero
I'll check it out now.
anyway, ya te escucho mejor.
Yeah, I can hear both of you fine now. So.
All right.
All right. So aesthetically pleasing.
It is.
Right. I saw Lily Rose play it, and I saw you on the stream que está playing ahora play it. It looks beautiful. What kind of art? What is that called? It's like just 2D art, right?
Yeah.
But it's like it looks 3D, but it's
Yeah,
essentially
they
just
have
2D
they
art,
have a
and it looks beautiful.
symmetric view of it, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's really pretty. They had this indie it's from Massive Monster, is it? I think.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Whoever did it.
Massive Monster.
And the other games that they had were I think it was the Adventure Pals before this, and which I never played, but the art is super cute too, just like this, but this one's dark, right? But the other one was cute too. I don't know, they were always 2D, like completely 2D, and then they went isometric with this one, which I like,
They nailed it. This
and
is beautiful.
it's beautiful.
Es como Dark Forces. And kind of cell shaded too.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's gorgeous.
it's really cute.
Yeah.
It's obsessively cute. So yeah.
I think we can agree that it's beautiful and has a cool story that we haven't seen before, right?
Yes, it's a
Yeah.
good twist. Like
I like the idea of the story, yeah.
Yeah.
the idea of going.
It's kind of some of the meaning behind it, like that a lamb is the leader.
Yes, there's some depth to there of thinking.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, which I think we're gonna go into that a little bit deeper, right? Into our deep topic of the week, I guess.
yes.
Not so deep, but
So
it's deep. Before we go into that one, we're gonna go into mechanics, right? You guys played it. I haven't played it.
if
How do you guys feel?
it feels really nice. I'm somebody that needs to That's why I usually buy the games on the console because the controller it feels how it feels, right? Is a big
Yeah.
thing for me. So it feels great. I like the mechanics, how the gameplay, how it moves, how the attacking. I know Lily Rose had some experiences she's gonna talk about now. So
I like the little sound effects that go with like whenever like you kill someone, like it has like a gratifying feel to it and
yes,
stuff.
it
It's like the
does.
little
And that's the thing with games, that the sound effects are part of the feeling, right? Unlike any other media, gaming, you need the sound to get the feel of it.
Yes.
And then whenever like you give a sermon, like it's like the little sheep sounds, like everybody's like following, like
Yeah.
it's it's got a bit of deeper meanings there, you
It's
know.
got some deep meanings
So
in there.
yeah. I did have some problems though, like after I think I passed like the third world,
Mhm.
like it started having some glitches for me. Like whenever I would try to do a ritual,
Yeah.
like the ritual get done and then it would just freeze there and I couldn't move on. Like all the people just stayed in like the little altar place and I would have to like save the game, get out, go back in, and then of course the ritual wasn't done. So whenever it's like you need to do the ritual, like either to like satisfy one of your followers like demands, it gets frustrating because it's like I'm gonna lose points and it's not even my fault, you
Yeah.
know? So and then I had to go one by one and try to raise my devotion. So,
Yeah.
you know, I didn't have to put people in jail. And then in the fourth world, whenever, because to get to the last place, you need to have a certain number of followers. So todo lo, I will kept picking the paths to get
Mhm.
followers. And like on the second wave, where like you're defeating like the little bosses, like it would freeze on me, and it would take like a really long time for like the next wave to appear.
Oh
Like
no.
it would take a few extra minutes, or like it never even went through.
Oh wow.
And I
Okay.
would have to get out, I would have to escape the world and then go back in, and then I'm losing 15% of everything. So that's annoying because you know I'm not choosing to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, those were the glitches I
Oh,
found. And
yes. One thing that happened to me now that I remember while I was playing it was that after I defeated like the first boss, right?
mhm,
It drops like the little what's that called? Little paper, right? The little paper that's like gives you the scribe with the
the
thing.
scroll.
Yeah, the scroll. And then
Uh-huh.
what happened was that it fell outside of the stage and I couldn't grab it.
Oh, it happened once to me with a heart, but you know, I just moved
Yeah,
on. But yeah,
the
or
important part
sometimes
fell out. I couldn't grab it.
the bad people will fall out of the stage. And then like it would like unlock whatever was there, but then you still had to like fight the bad
Yeah,
person, you
I
know,
had
like
forgotten that
it
happened.
unlocked my chest, but yeah.
So yeah,
So there,
that happened.
but I found that for me at least, it happened once I progressed more in the game.
Yeah.
Not so much
So
at
yeah, that
principio.
happened to me at the beginning. I forgot about it. I had to start again. I had to get out and then get back in, and it left me
Yeah.
before I killed that boss. I had to do it again. Um,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
that was crappy moment, but
that does suck.
I still I
But
love it. I'm looking forward to finishing it. But what do you give it?
it's cool. Me, at least in the mechanics, because of the glitches, and I got pretty annoyed. I'd give it a 3.5.
Okay.
Uh, pero además de eso, en la story and the aesthetics, I would give it a 5.
Oh yeah, and the
5, right?
rest
Yeah,
of it,
5,
right?
5 chanclitas.
Yes,
Yeah.
5 chanclitas.
5 chanclitas.
That's gonna be our new review system of the games.
Fantastic.
Chanclitas.
Yes.
Yes.
And in the future, we're gonna have a graphic come up on the screen, but we got overwhelmed this week, so
Yeah, it happens. Life
it happens.
ends. Okay.
But the game is lots and lots of fun, and
And
I mean, yeah, just don't take the things too serious, and
it's just
you know,
fun. Yeah,
take it as what it is.
it's a
It's a
fun
fun
game.
game. Yeah, yeah.
Whoever takes this
So,
too serious is just not in the same. Like, just don't play games at all. Um. So yeah,
Yep. Okay. So that's official, right? We have for aesthetics, we have
I
5 chanclas, 5 chanclas for story, and 3.5 chanclas for mechanics.
yeah.
yes,
So it's a good score.
Heck yeah.
yeah.
It's a great
It's a
game.
great game.
It's a
I
really
think
good
we need
game.
to also
Yeah.
caveat
I
that Lily played it on Xbox console and
Yeah, I'm playing it on
Cortez
PS5.
played it on. Yeah.
Yeah. So there might be different glitches, I guess.
Yeah,
I
but
guess
we
I
got
maybe
similar
because
ones,
I had it
no?
on an Xbox.
In a way.
Yeah, in a way.
So yeah, we can move to
And
the
then
deep topic of the week,
Yes.
which is,
So, yeah, go for it.
do you prefer deep subjects in games, or do you prefer more of a hack and slash kind of thing, or a combination of both? What kind of gamer are you?
Yeah. Are you the kind of gamer that likes to go deep into a subject into it, or more like relax, right? You had a long week, you just want to, you know, collect fruits and they break up and that's it, right? It's what is it you're looking for
Yeah,
in gaming?
I know there's people that prefer one or the other. I am one that,
Yeah.
it depends really. Um,
Mood.
it depends on the mood, but I do love deep games. I love very story-driven games.
Yeah.
I adore them. They're my favorites. Um, but yeah, like but also I'm a big fan of roguelike games like this one, where I just like I need to unwind, so I just sit down and I can just do what I have to do, hack and slash, and get out. Um,
yeah.
but yeah, like when my favorite are the deep kind of games. They go deep. So how about you
Deep
guys?
shit. I'm a huge fan of games with meaning, right? Either a purpose or good storyline.
Hmm.
So I'm like for example, it depends, right? It can be a lot of variables, but me encanta mi Valhalla's somewhat accuracy to history, right?
Yes.
I love that. Me encanta
Yeah.
is deep in the history of Vikings and the history of the period. So I love that immersion into that to that world. Pero también me gusta like the what was the one Hellblade,
Oh,
right? Was the one
I
that they did.
adore Hellblade, and I can't wait until the next one. But yes,
Yes, such a deep subject, right?
yes.
Mental health.
Mhm.
It is all
It's
translated through the eyes of a what's it Viking?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, going through a game storyline. Then so you see all the mental issues coming through that
Yes.
game. It's amazing, beautifully
Yeah.
crafted. It means something. It was well researched.
Mhm. Well
Yeah.
researched.
It's more than a game, right? It's yeah,
It's the whole
it's
experience.
immersion.
Yeah,
It's immersive. Yeah,
it's amazing. How about you, Lily?
Um, I think I don't know. I could go with either. I guess it depends on how I feel. Like
Yeah.
if I need to like de-stress, I guess it's just no me importa, like just any game que puedo like shoot something or slash something.
Mhm.
Como se llama, pero I guess yeah, the games like that I usually play like more on my own do tend to have like more deep stories. They tend to be like fantasy RPG games or
Yeah.
like
Nice.
I do tend to go to that. You know,
So yeah,
and
I think we're all very deep people. So
we
we
like
like depth
yeah,
and like meaningful things. I know there's
yeah,
some people that just can all their games are just sports games and uh shooter games, right? But that's about it, and they're happy with it. But okay. Darfur says here, I love games that immerse me into a world where you get to experience with the character what is happening at the moment. What remains of Edith Finch does that to me, and adventure games like Zelda. Yes, I haven't
yes,
played that
very much
that
so.
yeah.
one, Remains of the Edith Finch, which I am looking forward to playing because a lot of people are saying it's good. Um,
I haven't played that one either. But Zelda, I still revisit Zelda even though I completed it. I really love that world.
yes.
I
So
it's one of my go-tos.
It's really detailed. Yeah,
it's
Yeah.
you can really immerse yourself in it.
yeah.
All the things you can do. You're cooking all day. You're fighting. You're cooking. You're writing.
Just make it into a chef game all
Yeah,
day long.
you
I
can
don't
live
care. I
there.
don't cook very good in real life, but I'll cook good in a game.
Ahí, sí. Throw a few potatoes in a pot and move it.
Delicious.
Delicious.
Dude,
December is okay. Darth already said December is my Ocarina of Time revisit month.
oh, that's awesome. He has a whole month for it. That's so cool.
Oh man,
Nice.
that's a good
It's a
idea.
good idea.
His tradition for winter.
We need
Oh,
a winter tradition. We still haven't done
I need
one.
one too. Yeah,
Um,
Yeah.
that is genius.
that is awesome. So yeah, I think that's about it for today.
That's it for our podcast.
Yeah.
Sunday.
So thank you for joining us, Darth Rare.
Thank you.
Um,
Yes, thank you for always being there.
yeah, you're
Thank
the
you for
best,
always being
man.
there.
Thank you for being there. But yeah, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and here on Twitch. You can also find this and the other episodes of the Chancla Talk on Spotify and on YouTube. And Salty Loot is there. Thank you, Salty Loot. So yeah, thank you guys. See you guys next
Thank you,
weekend.
Thank
everyone.
you, everyone.
See you, everybody.
See you guys.